Well, the highest preseason rank in BYU program history.
It means that BYU has an incredible head start on doing something historic.
I believe BYU will stay a top 15 team all year.
Being number one at some point this season is not out of the question. Oh, we're aiming high. Welcome back to BYU Sports Nation. We are live in Studio B. I am Spencer Linton. He is Jerem Jordan. And joining us now is BYU men's basketball assistant coach Brandon Dunson to discuss
BD in the house.
The schedule, the expectations, the excitement, the roster, and probably a little bit more than that. Welcome to the show, Coach.
Appreciate it.
How would you sum up your emotions as you are this close to tipping off what many BYU fans are calling the most anticipated BYU basketball season ever?
Excited, ready. Those are probably the two things that are most on my mind. So it's been a long spring and summer, putting the team together and trying to get them all to mesh. So we're just excited to get out and play somebody besides ourselves right now.
Give us a sense of the work you guys have put in.
Yeah, I mean, we had to get, 7, 8 new guys for the roster. And obviously after coming off such a successful season last year, finding pieces that fit. And obviously there's a lot of people who are interested in BYU, but keeping the main thing with our fit, our style of play, our culture, those type of things, and then getting them all here and getting them to mesh together. I mean, it's been a process, but the guys are great. They've been really good, so we're just excited about it.
How long do you feel like you need when you are putting so many new pieces together to give a team adequate time to adjust to each other and truly gel?
It all depends. I think it's going to continue to be a process as the season goes on, as we saw last year. Now, it was basically like we had all newcomers because it was a new staff, new style, all those type of things. And early in the season, you saw that we still had to figure things out. And there always comes a moment where it's like, okay, these guys are understanding each other better now. They're understanding what we want. We're also understanding what we need to tweak to fit our guys, because while we have our style of play that we want to play and run, it still has to fit the guys that we have out there on the court. So I think it's going to be a continual thing over time, and our goal is by February and March to be playing our best basketball.
And that's when it happened last year. The big win streak was in February and March, when you want to be peaking.
Yep.
This year it's unique. You have 2 exhibitions. There's not some secret scrimmage that you can't talk about. It's at Nebraska. It's North Carolina in the Delta Center.
Yep.
How is this exhibition season perhaps different in games that you want to get better? You don't have to win per se, but these are bigger opponents, bigger names, and televised.
Yeah, no, I think it's a big thing. One, getting our guys to play in a pressure situation, great environment right away on the road with Nebraska. I mean, they're one of the best environments in the Big Ten and all of college basketball. And I think that's going to be good. I think when we got to Providence last year, there was a little bit of shock from guys who hadn't played at this level or haven't been with our team. And we kind of wanted to get ahead of that this year. And so get that out the way early. But I think it gives us a chance to really see what we've got and see what we need to work on. I mean, Coach Hoiberg's teams, they've been good throughout the years. They're elite offensively, shooters everywhere, so it'll give us a good look. And then, obviously, Carolina's another preseason top 25 team and gives us another environment where it's semi-home. We'll have a lot of fans there, but one of the marquee programs in the country. So it'll be just good to see us against that competition, and as we head into game 1 of the regular season, really show us where we're at and what we need to work on.
Brandon Dunson, BYU men's basketball assistant coach, is on BYU Sports Nation. How do these exhibition games compare to, let's say, the NBA preseason? And I ask that because I've had a few fans ask me, does it matter who wins these games, or is it more about just like trying out different rotations and working through some of the weird dynamics of playing a road game if you're BYU? So how do those two compare to each other?
Yeah, as competitors, you always want to win it. But I do think with the exhibition games, there's a greater focus. There's always a focus on process, but there's a greater focus on process and trying to figure out, okay, do these lineups work together? To be able to do that when it doesn't necessarily count and see okay, can this group execute together in a stressful situation? To be able to have the opportunity to do that before it counts is big. But I'd be lying if I said we don't want to win those games. But at the end of the day, if we come back learning more about ourselves and putting ourselves in a better position to be successful when we get to Vegas against Villanova, I mean, that's the ultimate goal.
I mean, ask Auburn last night if they didn't want to beat Oklahoma State, right? Like, that was a big win for the Cowboys in the Big 12. That was, I know it's an exhibition, but I want to see BYU beat North Carolina. Let's go. Come on. Picked second in the Big 12. Yeah. That's big time. Obviously, Houston should be number one. Right, they were in the national title game. They returned a lot of guys. Number two, how does the team handle that positive pressure?
Yeah, I mean, it's a great thing. Obviously, it's recognition. More to what people have done in the past, and then the projections, obviously, for this year. But KY's kind of, before the season started, we had this whole deal. It's like good, bad, whatever. It doesn't really matter. The preseason stuff doesn't matter. You got to just stay focused. And so we try to kill all the outside noise, good, bad, whatever. I mean, last year we were preseason 9th. We never talked about it. It didn't matter.
It wasn't a motivating factor?
For us, it wasn't, because it's just do what you need to do. Focus in it every single day. How do you get better every single day? And at the end of the day, the rest takes care of itself. So that's kind of been our approach with things. Like, it's great, especially for the university and giving the school the publicity that we have and putting us on the big stage, which is amazing for our university, our fans, and all those things. But at the end of the day, you got to go out there and play the games. And that's what we've told our guys to focus on.
Not surprisingly, A.J. DiBonsa and Richie Saunders show up on the preseason All-Big 12 team. That's to their credit for the work that they put in, and everybody can see what they do on tape. But, Coach, you work with them in a very unique and often closed-door way. So you get to watch them progress day by day by day, doing all the little things you're talking about. Where have you seen each of those two players, AJ and Richie, take the biggest step forward in the last few months?
Starting with Richie, I mean, he sets the tone every single day. He's one of the hardest workers I've ever been around. He leads by example. The couple areas where I think he's gotten a lot better is now he's getting more vocal and trying to bring guys along, not just by doing the right thing, but like helping encourage them to do the same things and to work with him. He's bringing guys in with him instead of coming in the gym and just getting his work in. So that's been huge from a leadership perspective. And then his handling the ball and being able to do stuff in ball screens. Last year, he was a catch-and-shoot guy, straight-line driver, defended pretty well. But now he's really been good in ball screens and making reads and handling it in the open court. And that's something that he worked on a ton this summer. And he's definitely shown dividends in it. So I think you'll see the ball in his hands a lot more than it was last season. AJ, if Richie's our hardest worker, AJ is 1B. I mean, he gets after it. He brings a very mature approach to practice and getting better and competitively. Like, now we knew his talent, we knew how good he was, we knew he was a competitor. But when you get there and you actually work with him, you see like what matters to him is if the other team has 12, you have 13. And that's permeated throughout our team, starting with those two guys, with their work ethic, their habits. So I just think they continue to work, and they help our team, bring them energy, and they set the tone every day. So you can't have bad days when those two are your hardest workers.
What is the identity of the team at this point, in your opinion?
I think different than last year, our defense is ahead of our offense. I think we really made a concerted effort to get guys who were long, athletic, had high motors, and I think it's paid off. I think we're going to play a similar way defensively. We'll change some things up, but with our bodies and the athleticism, we're naturally just more gifted. We're much better guarding the ball one-on-one. I mean, all the way throughout the team. So I think that's going to be a huge difference that you see from last year. I think offensively, we're still going to play the same way. It's all about making the right reads, and we've focused more on defense intentionally because we know that the offense is going to get there. So we're excited about it.
As are we.
I'm not worried about the offense whatsoever. Yeah.
Brandon, you spoke earlier about the staff being all new last year, and that was a process. It's hard to quantify just how valuable it is to have the staff back together now that it's not new, but it does matter, and the players have referenced that. With you being part of that staff, what are the superpowers that Kevin Young looks at you for and your role on this staff? Yeah,
I mean, I think he kind of looks at all of us in the same way. We kind of have pockets of things that we touch. Everyone's involved with everything, but for me, on the court, it's more of the player development stuff and the defensive side of the ball. Me, Tim Fanning, John Linehan, we head up the defense with Burgess and KY head up the offense, and then Coach Voigt does a lot of the special situation stuff. So that's kind of our on-court roles, and then obviously recruiting and different parts of just being a liaison for the collegiate aspect of our program as far as admissions, trying to think other things, compliance and those type of things. And so I'd say those are kind of my biggest roles with the group.
So you're not busy at all.
And you're translating like what 6'7" means to Kevin Young, right?
Yeah. No doubt. So, man, that's been something for a few months.
I can't wait for it to go away. I'm done with it. I'm done with it.
Every time a score in a basketball game is 7-6, here we go.
It's funny. Obviously, Coach Young's kids are around those ages, and so anytime we say, the kid's about 6'7", you have Coach Young saying it in the meeting, so it's pretty funny.
Kalani did it on the coaches show Tuesday night. He goes 6'7".
They get it. They're with it.
Right.
85% of our audience going, I don't know what they're talking about.
Brandon, great to have you with us. We're super excited, as we mentioned. Let's give you some BYU Sports Nation karma to go do your thing.
Good luck in Lincoln.
Take care of business in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
You got it.